What's something that you find disgusting, but society seems to be okay with? Piping hot toilet seats. That has always made me feel disgusted in some manner. I detest chilly toilet seats as well. I'm unattainable. The gap between the door and the wall in public bathroom stalls. Having babies. Specifically having babies, insisting that you want said babies, and then doing everything in your power to show that you do not, in fact, want these babies. People who reproduce claiming they want kids, and then do zilch to actively raise their kids are gross. It's easy to romanticize the nice aspects of having kids, and forget about all of the stress, work, costs, and general lifestyle changes you have to make in order to raise a kid. Judging the value of people based on their profession, janitors, sex workers, and the undervalued work of service workers, that is retail, fast food, call centers hired as third-party representatives of other companies, the list goes on. They sit there all day just dealing with some of the worst and grossest people on earth, and are paid jack shit for it. They deserve more respect and a little more leniency. I know way too many cat owners who are okay with them sitting/standing on kitchen counters. Edit. I'm referring to the cat owners who watch it happen and laugh it off because it's cute, not the average person who can't stop their cat from doing it while they're at work/busy. That's pretty much 100% of cat owners. We are not okay with it, but you are not going to stop it. They will go there when you aren't around. You've got to stay on top of cleaning. We clean the kitchen counters tops literally 2x daily, and always before food prep, even through we use plates and cutting boards. After you pet your cats you must wash your hands before handling food or eating. It's just part of having cats. Social media being an everyday part of life and the news specifically. I always cringe when politicians are whining about how many Twitter followers they are losing, or when the news covers a story and then proceeds to read celebrity tweets about the story. I used to cringe when adults used social media in general. A lot of previously well-respected people are harder to respect after looking at their Twitter page. A lot of adults behave more like 13-year-old used to, requiring a car to get anywhere in the US, and demeaning people who don't drive. You can marry at 9 here in Tunisia. Recording people doing something wrong in public, posting it online, and then thousands of people insulting the person in the comments without knowing the full story. Edit. The only time I think is okay is recording police who do something wrong. Police aren't accountable to anyone, and can get away with crimes if they aren't recorded and posted online. Wearing shoes indoors. Had to fight with my parents-in-law to stop wearing shoes indoors for months. Like you walk around piss-covered New York City streets then come inside my apartment and walk all over a nice rug in those same shoes. Makes no sense. Yeah, this is so gross to me. If you wanna wear shoes inside, get indoor only shoes/slippers. I also knew people who'd sit on their bed with their shoes on. Spitting. I find spitting so fucking disgusting. Adult men celebrating when young female celebrities turn 18 because they are legal now, like that's just gross. The fact that grown women get away with calling babies/toddlers/little boys their boyfriend. As a man, I would never get away with saying that to a little girl, and it's disgusting to think about saying it to a little girl anyway. Yet when my wife worked at a daycare, almost every other woman who worked there had a little boy that they referred to as their boyfriend. It's gross. I hate it. I would not be okay with it if that was my son. But most the parents, moms, and dads from what I saw, were okay with it, and even encouraged it in some cases. Porn on Apple websites that are not meant for porn. Pictures with babies being gross, like with spaghetti all over their faces and that sort of thing. I do not get the appeal and doubt I ever will. Babies are bags of germs. People think that you can't possibly think or say that if you're a parent, but you definitely can because it's true. Kids are gross. How normalized it is to live your life drunk and high. Beauty pageants for little girls. Cyberbullying. Reality TV. Gender roles. I'm from a very conservative society. It's alive and kicking way too ferociously here. Jello. Like WTF is it? Oh boy. I hope you're not a vegetarian. The amount of mass shootings we get, especially with kids. I would absolutely say food waste. People should eat their leftovers. Step 1. But it's also a deeper cultural issue. In the US it would be considered catastrophic if someone hosted a party and didn't quite order enough food for everyone to pig out. However, on the flip side, if there is twice as much as needed and it all gets thrown out, people will just say, "Oh darn," and they move on. That type of mentality should be shamed. Constantly labeling malicious behavior as narcissism or psychopathy. EVIL equals / equals MENTALLYL. Shaming women for being sexual, slut, whore, and celebrating men for the exact same behavior. But shaming them for not being sexually active too, generally just criticizing people's sex lives, is pretty fucked up, cause it's literally nobody else's bussiness and a very private matter which everyone has the right to approach however they see fit. The current style of rap, since around 2015. In the USA, the people who support corrupt Donnie, devout Christians who live their lives, judge others, and vote contrary to everything Jesus actually said in the Bible. I don't have a problem with people having religion, Paresi, but at least read the damn book, and try to follow what the dude said. Anti-white racism. Similarly, sexism against men. I see this thread going smoothly. Children gender / sex change. Anal. Eating ass. Like why? Especially as strangers after a night on the town. People not wearing masks when they are knowingly sick. People kissing their kids on the mouth. Spanking children. Nasty ass fake fingernails. Smoking. Porn. Misandry. Hookup culture. Circumcising. Totally barbaric and unnecessary. Mental health professionals and teachers / childcare having to come out of pocket or lose money to help people in lower income brackets. Any counselor who accepts payments on a sliding scale should recoup the funds that don't match their standard price via government assistance. Standard price should be based on education level obtained and experience. Teachers having to come out of pocket for supplies is ridiculous, obviously. Childcare centers should use a sliding scale and receive the same thing. This would solve many issues. The whole concept of baby mamas and baby daddies. Whatever happened to finding your life partner and then deciding to start a family? I hate cheese being left out. Room temperature cheese seems very wrong, yet it is continually used for a snack that is left on a table. Eating ass. Just why? Wealth. People who have too much. Girls shaking asses on again TikTok for clout and saying it's for women empowerment and such. Racism. Young fat people who don't exercise. Spitting on the street. Never ever cleaning your phone and setting it on kitchen counters or tables. But